The year is 793. A serene coastal monastery at Lindisfarne, England, is shattered by the sudden arrival of longships. Bearded warriors, wielding axes and swords, storm ashore. They are Vikings, seafarers from Scandinavia, and their raid marks the beginning of an era that will forever reshape the map and destiny of Europe. These were not just mindless barbarians, as some historical accounts portray. They were explorers, traders, and settlers whose impact reverberates through time. For nearly 3 centuries, the Vikings surged forth from their homelands in present-day Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, leaving an indelible mark on nearly every corner of Europe. Their longships, marvels of naval engineering, enabled them to navigate rivers and cross vast stretches of open sea with unparalleled speed and efficiency. This mobility allowed them to strike quickly, often before defenses could be organized. But piracy was only part of the Viking story. In England, Viking raids escalated into full-scale invasions. The Great Heathen Army, landing in 865, conquered much of the eastern and northern territories, establishing the Danelaw, a region governed by Danish law and customs. Figures like Ivar the Boneless and Ubba led ferocious campaigns against Anglo-Saxon kingdoms such as Northumbria and East Anglia. Alfred the Great, King of Wessex, stood as a bulwark against Viking expansion, eventually defeating the Danes at the Battle of Edington in 878 and securing the survival of Anglo-Saxon England. However, Viking influence remained strong, and later, in 1013, Sweyn Forkbeard, the King of Denmark, conquered all of England. This established a Danish dynasty that included his son, Canute the Great, who ruled over a vast North Sea empire encompassing England, Denmark, and Norway. Westward, Viking explorers ventured into the unknown. Iceland, previously uninhabited, was settled by Norwegians starting in the late 9th century. From there, they sailed further west, reaching Greenland and establishing settlements. Leif Erikson, son of Eric the Red, is credited with leading the first European expedition to North America around the year 1000, landing in a region he called Vinland, believed to be present-day Newfoundland. Though these North American settlements were short-lived, they stand as a testament to Viking seafaring prowess and their spirit of exploration. Southward, the Vikings, known as Varangians in the east, navigated the rivers of Eastern Europe, establishing trade routes that connected Scandinavia with the Byzantine Empire and the Middle East. They ventured down the Volga and Dnieper rivers, trading furs, slaves, and other goods for silver, silk, and spices. The Varangian Guard, an elite unit of Viking warriors, served as bodyguards to the Byzantine emperors in Constantinople, attesting to their formidable reputation as warriors. The Rus, a group of Swedish Vikings, are credited with founding the first East Slavic state, Kievan Rus, centered in present-day Ukraine, which laid the foundation for the modern nations of Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. The primary chronicle recounts how the Slavic tribes invited the Rus to rule over them, establishing a dynasty that would shape the course of Eastern European history. In mainland Europe, the Vikings raided coastal towns and cities along the Atlantic coast and the Mediterranean Sea. They attacked Paris multiple times, demanding large ransoms to spare the city from destruction. In 911, the Frankish king Charles the Simple granted the Viking chieftain Rollo land in northern France, which became known as Normandy, meaning Northman land. The Normans, descendants of these Vikings, adopted French language and culture, but retained their Viking spirit of conquest. In 1066, William the Conqueror, a descendant of Rollo, led the Norman invasion of England, forever altering English language, law, and society. Viking influence extended beyond warfare and exploration. They were skilled craftsmen, producing intricate metalwork, jewelry, and wood carvings. Their Norse mythology, with its tales of gods, giants, and heroes, influenced art and literature across Europe. The Viking Age gradually came to an end in the 11th century as Scandinavian kingdoms consolidated power, adopted Christianity, and integrated into the broader European political and cultural landscape. The Viking impact on Europe can be compared to other periods of widespread migration and cultural exchange, such as the Roman Empire's expansion or the later Age of Exploration. Like the Romans, the Vikings left a lasting legacy through their influence on language, law, and culture. Similar to the explorers of the 15th and 16th centuries, the Vikings pushed the boundaries of geographical knowledge and established new trade routes. Their story is a testament to human curiosity, adaptability, and the enduring power of cultural exchange. The echoes of their longships still resonate in the historical currents that have shaped the modern world.